In recent weeks, there's been talk of a weather phenomenon called the polar vortex that has the potential to unleash frigid air all over the northern hemisphere, including the United States. This begs the question, what exactly is the polar vortex and why is it so notable? These are the questions we'll be diving into in today's video. But before we do that, I would appreciate if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to YouTube for future content. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video to hear some shoutouts of some social media accounts of people that I know. Okay, so what is the polar vortex? Simply put, it's a mass of cold air that generally hangs out around the North Pole, hence the name polar vortex. Though if you ask me, I really don't know where the vortex part of it comes from. Anyway, sometimes the vortex weakens, causing all that very cold air to spill out over parts of the northern hemisphere. Notice how I said parts of it, however. A lot of the time, it can turn very, very cold over Asia, but us here in North America are left high and dry. So, what you might be wondering, what causes the polar vortex to weaken? Well, it has to do with the sudden stratospheric warming event, or SSW. Basically, what that means is that temperatures in the stratosphere, that is, the middle layer of the atmosphere, increases dramatically in such a short period of time. The much warmer stratosphere starts to weaken the forces keeping that massive cold air way up north, eventually causing that cold air to move southward. However, not every single SSW results in a cold air spilling out over the northern hemisphere. Take, for instance, an SSW in January 2019. After the warming occurred, most of the northern hemisphere remained relatively warm and dry. This is because despite the warmer stratosphere, the vortex didn't weaken due to reasons that are too complicated to get into in this video. Okay, so now that we have all that weather jargon out of the way, what are some notable instances of this happening? Well, one big event happened in early 2018. In January of that year, there was an SSW, and a few weeks later, cold air started to crash down. Europe was hit first, with brutally cold air for their standards engulfing the continent, and even resulting in a rare snowstorm for some areas. In March, several powerful snowstorms called nor'easters rocked the northeastern U.S. in a span of a few weeks. In April, unusually cold air had hung over the Midwest unusually late in the spring. That's the thing about the polar vortex. When an event happens, it generally lasts several months, and it works its way westward with time. So, what does this mean for the weather in the U.S. over the next few months? Well, current indications show this polar vortex being more like the 2018 event than the 2019 one, but it's too early to say. If the vortex does weaken, however, there is no guarantee that it will impact us. It is completely possible for the event to hammer Eurasia, but leave us high and dry. If it does reach us, however, expect unusually cold weather for a few weeks, along with a heightened chance of significant snow. So, alright, that just about sums up this explanation of the polar vortex. Now for the moment that you've all been waiting for, or maybe not. Shout out time. I'll try to make it this quick, but there are two big shout outs I want to make. First, Aaron has a Twitch account now. Simply go to twitch.com, create an account if you don't already have one, and search DaverYT. You should find an account that is dedicated to Minecraft streaming, and an icon that's a big crab, much like his YouTube icon. Second, a good friend of mine has asked me to shout out his YouTube channel. The name is Stormy Pilot, Stormy with an I at the end, and it's mainly GTA stuff, so it might not be as interesting to you guys. By the way, the icon's a stormtrooper, and if you don't know what that is, then watch Star Wars. I'd appreciate you would at least check out their accounts, and if you like their content, then subscribe/follow them. Yeah, Twitch calls its subscribers followers. Weird, I know. Okay, so that's it for this video. As always, I'd appreciate what they do, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to YouTube for future content. Thanks and have a great day.